Hey, welcome everyone to another casual stream. So, 7 point match, long protracted explanations, trying to share my knowledge. Is there anyone in the chat? Zero. So I'm just gonna create a board. If no one comes up, then I'm just gonna play someone in the lobby. Sure. It's a bit too low rated. Let's wait for someone. There we go. Perfect, perfecto. We have we have Martin. Good luck, Martin. Nice to play you again. So let me get the rid of the toolbar because I don't want to see that. So 4-3, he splits and comes down. Okay. Lots of the plays are close. Won't talk too much about that. 5-1, I'm gonna split, of course, and not slot, not do anything fancy. I'm gonna get the microphone a bit closer to me. So he must have rolled a 6-1, I turned away. Okay, so I've got duplicated 4-3. Just one thing I noticed. 5-3 obviously hits. Oh, I'm a little bit tired. Now, does he hit on the 2-point here? Usually if you can hit, you need to hit because of tempos. That means, what does that really mean? One thing he doesn't hit. Well, the thing is, if he doesn't hit, then I can just, first of all, I'm not on the bar. And one thing that can happen is even if I'm on the bar against a 2-point board, I can fan. Whereas here, he just gives me the initiative. So I'm not sure what. Shame we can't go back to the start and see what it was. Anyway, okay. So same kind of thing now that, I mean, even if I don't hit, he's still got a few indirect shots. And I want to stop him from making the 5-point, and my best chance of doing that is by taking away half his roll. So, and then also I noticed that I can come up from the 23-point with my back checker and connect my 2 back checkers with 6s. If I roll a 6 with a back checker, I can make it with I can make the anchor. So this play makes sense to me. So I don't know whether he should. Oh geez. Oh no. What an idiot I am. Thank you. I had the wrong window on. Okay, well no one was watching anyway. So yeah, I think I would have made the 5-point. I think I agree with that play rather than hitting. So now I'm ahead in the race. He's got a better board. I don't think there's any point in giving him a chance to get a second checker back when my game plan is clear. I want to escape the last checker. 6-4, obviously he makes the 18, and I need to come out, and the 4 I can't leave an extra shot, so I have to play 6-2. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. Hi Neil. Oh, we got a new viewer. 6-3 or 5-4. I didn't see what it was, but he hits. And now, if I come in with something average, then maybe he can cube. Obviously, that's far better than average, maybe one of my best numbers. I'm officially, Neil says, I'm now officially nobody. Why did, yeah. Oh yeah, it's still saying one viewer. Oh, because maybe Martin isn't watching. All right, so he must have hit the checker on the 2-point. 1-5, so I have to do something that doesn't give him double shots. So again, lots of plays that you can find by elimination are pretty easy, and this is a play that you find by elimination, but when you can't use elimination, then it gets a little bit more difficult. So definitely worth considering cubing here for sure. What do we look at? We look at the pip count for one thing, because that's easy. So he does cube. We look at the number of shots, and we have to count 11 fours plus 3 extra numbers from the mid, because double one is blocked. And then, so he's got a lot of numbers. He's got like 6, 3, 5, 4 again, and 6, 5. Like 20 numbers or something. But then even if he hits, I've got returns. And he's ahead in the race. So this is quite an easy decision, I think. It's quite clear how I win. I get missed, and then I just have to bring my back checker out. And if I get hit, then I can make an anchor. It's not the end of the world. So I think it's quite clear to take. Lots of returns here, for example, 3, 6, all 6s and 1s basically. And now even after this, like, it's not, this now is pretty dire, even before, before the double 5. And after double 5 it's death, but just to show you that there's often a lot of life after death in backgammon, although it wasn't death yet, so he should just hit, which he will do. Double 1 is enormous, and now this is tricky. So what's going on? If I don't hit and make the 5-point, then he can just get that checker safe, or I might not hit it. If I do hit, I'm going to make the 7-point, and then I might have trouble making further points or even playing safely. There's also some chance that he fans, then I can pick the other checker up, or there are numbers that come in for him which don't get the checker safe. So like I said, if I do this and he just comes in with 2, so as long as he doesn't roll any 6 or 4, God, my brain's not working. Is that 20 numbers? Jesus. Yeah. So he comes in with 16 numbers, and then I might have trouble just getting the guys safe. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to make the 5, forego the second checker for the moment, which I might not be able to contain anyway. But now at least I've got a good chance of containing 1. So what's going on? Why? Okay, it was forced. So even after the double 1, I've still got some difficulty. I still leave some shots. Double 2, I can either make the 11 and play 8 to 4, but then the idea of staying on the 11 is that I retain even more contact on his checker on the 15. This is this checker, so I kind of block it with 1s, or kind of, I do. But it's so unlikely, and the value of the 9-point is so much greater that I think we should make the 9-point. And then I think he should, just visually, I think he should just come out all the way from the back. That's the best use of his 6. Try and get missed now, and then just get a checker save to the 15. Yeah, and now if I miss, he's great. And even if I hit, he's got returns. Like some hits are quite awkward like this, and then there's questions as to how I play the 3. Well, maybe it's not so much of a question. I can't give up making the 7-point because then I just don't have any blocking structure at all, so I have to do that, even though it's gonna... Is it gonna duplicate my 6s? Well, I suppose not, because my 6s I wouldn't really come out from the back. So anyway, I think I need to try and make my 7-point. It's important. And here there were, I think this was the only number actually then that broke the prime. Okay, so now it's like maybe I'm close to being an even money shot, close to 50-50. I'm way behind in the race, but the fact that he's not got the 6-point and now I can just make the bar. This is never a cube, but just having a little look, see what's happening. And then I could possibly blunder here. I mean, I don't think it can be right to come out. But now I'm not sure. So what I notice is if I come out, I just make his 6s a lot better. I also make his 5s and his 4s and 3s pretty good. So if I was to stay back and he rolled a 4-3, then instead of like making the ace-point in my face, he would have to play 2 down, which wouldn't be terrible for him, but it wouldn't be anywhere near as good as making the ace-point. So even just looking at those numbers makes me comfortable. I'm not saying it's right, just to give him a 1. 1s are obviously good for him, but they don't destroy me. I still have my anchor and stuff like that. 6-5, he'll just go to the 2-point, and now it looks like it is a kind of a 50-50 game. He's got every chance of playing his checkers safely, not leaving shots, and he can still come out from the back, so I don't think I can cube this. And then I'm still primed at the back. I still have some... not... well, actually most of my numbers are going to play well. Most of my numbers are going to play well. 5-4-4-3 make the 3-point. But in any case, I think the fact that I need to kind of keep the ace-point to protect myself, and that he's not going to leave extra shots and things like that, makes me... oh, I didn't even see double 1. And then now I have to do this, and now he's got 2s to come up to the edge of my prime, and he's got 1s to hit. So of course he should come up to the edge of the prime. She does. And for me, not that I noticed it then particularly, but now that he's at the edge of the prime, it's clear that I've really got nothing, in that I can't think about cubing. I haven't... there are certainly big swings on this roll, but there's so much working against me in this position, let's put it that way. 2-1 is obviously a great roll, as is... well, double 1 is not, because I have to play it. Well, double 1 is good, but it's not gin, it's not perfect. So 3-1, of course I hit. Now, I'm still not fully comfortable with this, but let's go through the numbers. Like, double 1 makes the prime, and then what we're looking at is like what happens after that. So if I make the prime, and then he just rolls something like a 6-3, then I still have to roll a 5 or a 4. Sorry, I still have to roll above a 5, above a 4. Jeez. So I have to roll a 5 or a 6. It's only 20 and 36. And what if I don't roll? Then I have to break the prime. Small numbers are going to be okay for this particular roll, I think. But then, what if I roll big like a 6-5? How happy am I? I will come out to here with the 6. Will I? Well, I'll certainly cover the 3-point with the man from the 8-point. And then how happy am I? Well, maybe I won't even do that. Maybe I'll just play 10-4, 8-3. But then what I'm trying to say is if I don't come out, I'm still primed. So it seems that, hey, mop up, it seems that I can just make the prime and then I'm not even sure if I should double after making it. I presume I should, but I don't see, apart from maybe double 5, how I can lose my market drastically here. You know, like 4-3, I play 10-3, make a beautiful compact prime, and then he rolls like 6-4. That's a reasonable roll for him, gets one safe, and then I still break, like I said, I still break my prime with some numbers. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty clear to me. And then I feel stupid now because I didn't realize that some numbers come out and actually make the 6 prime, and now I'm happy to come out with impunity. So why didn't I see that? I don't think, how many numbers were coming out and making the prime? Well, 6-2, 5-2. So 6-2, 5-2 and double 5 were all really big, and now double 4 isn't even a cracker, doesn't crack the prime. Double 2 will just about play, so this is too good, I think. I'm not that bothered about 2, this is going to be marginal, so playing on just seems fine. And then I think I come out to the 19 to try and challenge these men here on the 16 point, so that if he rolls 6-1, 6-2, 6-3, 5-1, 5-2, 5-3, they all leave a shot. That's 12 numbers. I get another one back. So I wonder whether the fact that I ignored the 6-2 and the 5-2, 1-5 means that I missed a redouble. 5-2 happily slots. Double 4 is forced. Double 4, I will make the 2-point. And just not gonna think too hard about stuff like this because it's got more things to think about. 5-1, double 5 will play. Do I break the 6-point? Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of comfortable with it. 6-1, 6-2, 6-3 will come out, and then I can try and close 2 men out, try and gammon him. And if he hit with 6-4, I think it would have been at worst a redouble pass. Am I talking nonsense? Maybe. I'm not sure, but it might. Okay, so now he has hit, and I've got 3 men off. Can he really take this? Can I really can I gammon him? Am I actually winning? So I'm 8 pips down. This is tricky. So I can come in and hit for sure with a 4-point board against a 3-point board, and that wins me gammons. But some of the gammons will be killed on a 4 cube because I would be cubing to 4, recubing to 4. And what I'm really trying to do is maximize my single game wins. So what I'm trying to do is assess what my single game winning percentage is here. And I'm really not sure. So say I come in with a 5-1, well that's going to hit. So I come in with a 5-3. Yeah, I just don't want to accept that. I'm maybe not even that much of a favourite here. And then what I'm looking at is if I fan, he certainly wouldn't be able to recube. He wouldn't be favourite. I could fan a second time and he wouldn't be favourite. Good afternoon, Jeff. Good afternoon. Is it already afternoon? Pleased to see you're watching. It's nice. So I'm confused. Like I was feeling that it would be a play on if he hit me. What was the position like? I would have had the 6-point, but now I've only got the 4-point board instead of a 5-point board. I'm not really sure what's going on at all. If I just come in. Well, it's confusing. I'll keep repeating myself, but if I come in with anything with a 4, 3 or a 1, I'm going to hit, and then that becomes a very double-edged and gammonish, but it also allows him with a re-hit to gain a lot of ground in the game. And lots of my numbers will come in and hit. But let's just say I rolled a 6-1 and I couldn't hit, and I came to the 18 point here. What's going on? I've got 3 men off. He's got a lot of wastage. You can not now. Don't. No. You can't give your. I mean, the problem is that I look at the chat. So if there was a way of me being able to look at what you wrote but ignore it, then yeah, by all means I don't. But it feels a little bit like a no redouble. But the fact is, he's primed in some way, and his wastage. Now I'm arguing that I'm making myself much more comfortable. But let's say he's got like 10 pips wasted, so I'm 4 pips up. Okay, I haven't done what I tell people to do, which is go through the thought process and finish it, tail it off. I haven't come to a conclusion, but I assume that. Well, he passes. Yeah, I'm not completely surprised, but I should be surprised. Yeah, so you can give me your opinion now. I guess that you were all thinking that it was a pass. So 1-6, I just come out. 3-1, he will hit and cover. Yeah. I mean, it's bad. I'm sort of slightly peeved that he passed after all that, because now I'm thinking, well, could that have been such a big pass? I think I did spot that he had wastage. So double six should be an easy cube at 2-0 down. Yeah, let's hear. Come on, let's have the verdicts. So he should have cubed. I don't know why he didn't cube there. 5-6. I think I'm gonna duplicate the twos. He should still cube, though it's probably not strong. Now he's gonna. Oh, he's not. So I think what's important is to not the actual decision itself, but trying to line up the decision with some good solid reasoning, and in that way we're hoping that it should be the right cube action should be redouble take, or even close to very close no redouble. Now he's hit and he's got all these blocks lying about, but he's 18 pips up, but I'm 2-0 down, but he's got some awkward numbers, but he's got a few killers. Double four, maybe not so many. I think I have to take none on the bar. Always look at the most simplistic aspect of the position. I would have doubled and make my opponent decide, yeah, okay, all right, so no one wants to clear double pass. Okay, really, how big was the redouble, do we think, Jess? Why and why? Not actually. What I'm interested in is not how big and this or that, but why is it? How am I supposed to be analysing that position? And also the question just for me is why was I suddenly not sure after he hit that it wasn't a redouble pass, whereas after clearing the bar with a 4-2 and envisaging being hit with a 6-4, I was happy that it would be a redouble pass. So he's 3-point board, maybe. Yep. Okay, I'm going to take this. 2-1, like obviously one of his worst, but he still had like some bad numbers, like 5-1 wasn't great. So 1, make the 5. I am tempted to make the 23. Maybe I should. Being 2-0 up. Okay. Double because you're wasted. Yeah. Double because of your wastage. You have better board and you could put his block on the bar. Double 3 is enormous. Is it just... Sometimes the obvious ones are so obvious. And then what if I redoubled now? What if I redouble now? Three away, 7 away. He can pass and go to you would have, I think, 24%. 24% if he passed. 24%, but then he's risking me going 6-0 and having about 9. He's risking 15 to gain. He would go 64, risking 15 to gain 40. 15 over 45. How many 15s in 45? Roughly. That can't be right. Risking 15 in 15 over 55, which isn't even 20%. So his take point is, I get a bit hung up on take points because maybe it's not necessary even to do a max equity calculation because there are lots of gammons here as well for both sides. It's sort of slightly gammonish, or there are some, but 15 over 55 would be like 27%. And then to look at what I can roll. Well, if I roll something with a 1, I'm slightly in trouble. What are my winning chances? Well, I'm 13 pips down, and then if I roll like double 3 is okay, double 2 is okay. So it's probably not quite a redouble. Maybe. But then that doesn't seem to stack up with the take point. Like if his take point's 27%, where am I going wrong? Well, he's obviously going to have a pretty... That's obviously just his... It's not his live cube take point. It doesn't take account of his recubes, and he's going to have lots of recubes. Okay, so that's where I needed to get to in my thinking. It took me a while. The fact that he has loads of recubes, there's the 1, which does me a lot of harm. Again, he's got 2s and 1s. 2s to come up to the edge of the prime and 1s to hit. Now it's kind of got worse and better for me, in that he's got a blotting board. Would I be doubling this in a speed match? Maybe. 4-3, give myself a good 6. Four one comes up. Things are like awkward. He's got a 4-point board, and now it must be clearly a bit shabbier because things like 5-4, 5-3, they leave horrific shots for him. But if he hits, I'll be in a lot of pain. So 3-2, and now this is tricky. Ten pips down, still 10 pips down. Still he can come in. Just good to at least think about what's going on. Still he can just come in on the 4-point. I don't think so. I mean, well, we will have a look at all this stuff. And 6-5, I think I have to come out in some form. I can't duplicate the 3. So where do I want to be hit? 2s and 3s if I come out to the 15-point. 3s and 1s. Maybe I'll come out like this. If he rolls a 4-6, I have some returns. I don't know. And now, this is much closer to a position where you can cube. So maybe I was just thinking way too hard about cubing when it wasn't close. But if I roll, if I manage to get those 2 checkers safe, then it would probably be okay for me. But the fact is I don't often get them safe. So although I keep thinking about cubing, I keep going back, but I think that's fine just to at least entertain the possibility. If I roll a 1, I'm good, but if I roll like 5-3, anything with a 3, I think you missed something here with 6-5. Maybe what, hitting him on the deuce? I could have made the 4-point. No, why would you say? And of course you're not meant to say. Why would you? So anyway, so back to this doubling decision. I don't think it is quite yet because I can still miss, not get those checkers saved. So now I'm just gonna recube. See what he does. Okay, he just passes. Okay. Now I've only got 41 seconds. See, even this time setting isn't long enough to... Yeah, Jeff, please don't say anything until I've made the play, because it just obviously gives it away. And Reese is here. So 1-2, great shot. Will I be able to take... I just missed making the 4 point. So he should just come round from the 20, I think, and make the 4. I don't know what he's thinking about, because he can't really make the bar and leave a shot. Yep. 9 pips. I should be able to take, of course, after a 6-5. It's not even a cube. No, you just wait. As long as you wait, I'm happy. You can say whatever you like, but don't say it before. I know there's a delay, but I think sometimes 10 pips down, 3-1 is easy. Yeah, I'm not sure what, like, was it an obvious pass? Might be. Okay. He should cube this. This is a solid cube. Even without the 4 point, 11 pips is enough. In a money game, you only need 7 point something %. I only found that out recently, but it's an easy take. Okay, so luckily it's just a race, so there's nothing I need to say here. It doesn't really matter what I play. Should be going 4-2, unless he gammons me. No. One, 2, 3, 4. Five to 2 maybe. So it should be 4-2. I'm tired, didn't sleep. It's interesting, talking through a move takes so much longer than thinking it through. No, I think really slowly. So how did I get into this position? Insane. Okay. Oh, it's no. Okay, good stuff. So all those interesting decisions, those recube decisions, the recube decision at that everyone thought was a redouble pass. Well, not necessarily the pass bit. 4-1. I don't think I need to leave shots here. Leave double ones for no reason. Double one would be great for him if I played 13-8. Yeah, and that's why I'm doing this, to try and home in on those key decisions, because that's really what backgammon is about, and the rest is 5-3. You see, this is not a key decision, but I'm gonna play it like this. I don't mind leaving blocks in board because I'm up in the race and he shouldn't really run, although he can do. Might make it more difficult for me to. Jeez. So I can cube normally in a position where I've got high winning chances, but the only thing that concerns me is I haven't got the 5 point, so I don't think this is enough. He can take easily, even after, if I roll a 3-1, I think he can still take, even though I think his take point is slightly higher at this score than for money, because he doesn't just want me to go to Crawford. But let me roll a 6-5 and then double and then see what happens. He doesn't have to vacate the midpoint yet, so I've still got pressure against my checkers on the 13th. So that decision makes sense to me. And like I say, as long as the decision makes sense, as long as the thought process has been completed, then I'm happy. And again, I obviously have a double 4 is going to be a market loss, but apart from that, with an open 5 point, I don't think. And now I do this because if I get missed, I think I can cube. Because I've solved the problem of the midpoint checkers. I've only got 26 seconds. So that's my thinking, be it right or wrong. And I believe he should just take. The only thing against him is he's got his open 2 point, which is a small detail, but he seems to pass a lot, I have to say. He seems to be a passer. Although the pip count isn't in his favour, no, I'm not. Again, if I knew this is how biased PR makes you, but if I knew that Martin played like a 2, I would trust that decision. But knowing that he doesn't, and being able to make up my own mind, just makes me. I don't really trust that was. What a joke these rolls are. But I don't trust that was a pass. I mean, it could have been. Live take point of the score is 19%. Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of live cube, and that's where I was like going wrong in my head, like just getting the dead cube take point at 4, so I have to hit at 2-0 up, holding a 2 cube. What I calculated was the dead cube take point, when I should have immediately recognised that we don't care about dead cube take points unless we're in last roll positions. So anyway, now I'm 5-2 up, I don't really have to think about cubing. It looks like I'm not going to have a cube for a long time. 1. So just normal, make the fist, streak the 4s. And he can just make the 18 and not hit. At least Reese doesn't give the answer away, Jeff. Until after. Oh, I'm so tired. I guess I was just upset that I made an oversight. So, again, always interests me what people give lots of thought to. 1, 2, so I can just come up from the back. I can dupe the 4s all round. I'm just going to do this. I haven't got much time. Yeah, I would have bet on you taking that, Reese. I would have thought. I think strong players would take that, even if it's. I don't think it can be a pass. Now I'm saying that because you take. I mean, of course it can be. So 6-2. Again, I don't know. Not hitting is probably okay, at the very least. Yeah, I didn't see this one. I didn't see that one. And now, like, similar to last guy, I can cube when I get high single game winning chances. Now he's got the 18 and the 20. I'm nowhere near. I'm only like about 65. But if I get into 70, 72, 73%, I can definitely cube. If I roll a 5-2, I will probably pay now. Well, I have to pay in any event. And it's just getting worse for me because now he gets a better prime. He makes his 7 point, but he has to play the checker into the 4 point, which isn't great for him. Now I leave 6s and 1s. This is a super easy take if he wants to cube. It's exactly the kind of cube that I want to take at this score. I mean, I think he should cube then actually, because I haven't got, what I didn't notice is that I haven't got spares on the 5 or the 11. So if I roll 1, 5, 2, 5, 2, 4, it's all pretty disastrous for me. So good cube. I've only got 23 seconds. I'm just getting lucky, but I'll be lucky to get this save. This is one of the families of BG guys. You don't win galaxy points for making moves based on knowing. If you make a good move based on knowing, you're just reading Mopup's comment. Ridiculous. What's going on? Uh-oh. Panic stations. Panic stations. 22 seconds. It's going to go right. No, it's still on 22. Alright, so I'm not going to lose points. I question some of my... fallacy. Okay. Do I take one off? I don't know. Yeah, I think I do. Wasn't sure about some of Martin's decisions, but we've got XG fired up. Oh, why every time? I'm tired. I want to analyze it as well. So he should slot. This is why I think he should not cover. What can go wrong? So he covered. I'm annoyed that he rolled a 1, I have to say. Yeah, I was just about to get into my analysis. I want to know what all that stuff was. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm in, but he's got 6 checkers off. Can still do it. Can still do it. Okay, 5-4. I have to double hit. I don't really want this at this score, playing this kind of aggressive game. 6-4. I can hit and cover, but I think I just want to kind of play a defensive game. Okay, that's a good roll for him, and if I roll poorly, maybe he can cube. That ain't a poor roll, so I just come to the 18 because I'm ending the race. Is that the idea? I know I can make the 5, but why would I not just try and get my checkers closer to home? I will check that out later. 5-4, I can just make a run for it. 17 pips up seems reasonable, I don't know. And now I can think about queuing when I've got filled the gap on the 5 point, stuff like that. 23 pips. It's going to be 3 pips down after the roll. He obviously has to, I say obviously, yeah, he has to go to the 16. 4-3, I don't know, something, doesn't matter. Don't know, no, okay, maybe to the 4 point. Maybe to the 4 point, don't know. Nothing really doing in this position. Just the question is, would I ever be able to have a doubling position when he holds the 16 point? The answer is probably yes. If I'm ahead enough in the raise. 11 pips up, I've got wastage. My take point's like 26% here. That I do know. So this is an easy pass. I mean, even for money, this is a pass. This has got to be a huge pass at the score. Okay. 5-4. Shall I double? Will he double? Yes, I think he will. Okay. The majors flip. What's going on? Oh, jeez. How many seconds have I got? Well, it's the MP. Maybe I just come down. 6-4. Should he double hit? Maybe. Maybe the computer doesn't know how to play this. Should he double hit? This looks like one of those games where I'm gonna fan for a lot and then come in, then hit him, then it's gonna look like I'm gonna win, then he's gonna hit a shot and looks like he's gonna lose. And then gives 4. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. What do I do? Alright, it feels like wrong to hit. I haven't got time to make these decisions. I haven't got time to make these decisions. Jesus. I haven't got time to stay. Okay, now I have to... Now I have to hit. And now I have to come out. Oh, that was horrid. Okay, I can just hit on the outside. I think I have to do that. On the outside. See what can happen. And I can make the point again, but that would be even way too much stuff. What is going on? Come in the 21 looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6-5 makes the 3 point. I don't think so. I don't think so, buddy. Shit. I think I have to make it now. I'm not sure though. No, it's a bit ridiculous. This is all a bit ridiculous. So give him sixes, probably not, just stay back there. And he makes the 12 point. Yeah, I make the anchor. I'm happy to make the anchor. But anything's just gonna crack my 6 point, I'm just waiting. Yeah, anything. 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 Craig. Clear from the back? Probably, who knows? Okay, I think if I roll a... What was I going to say? This? One, four. Doubles. This game's a bit of a hit and hope. A bit of a hit and hope. Okay, that's alright. That'll play. He can't come out. Maybe he should. Because I've got threes to come out. Maybe he should come out. I would come out. So 6-2. 2 is for sure. And then I've got to play big. Eventually they found. 6-3. Is there anything clever? How could... Okay, I gotta try and get the checkers around, I think. Five, two, give him whatever it is. With the delay from this casual setting, there's really no chance of timing out. Okay, I'm going to be back in 2 seconds. We're going to look over this in on XG. He's still got something. Well, double five. Yeah, it's very close now. I think he's favourite. Wow, he absolutely killed me. Okay, let me, what a disaster. He absolutely killed me. Right, let's get this up. Lucky I won. Thank you very much, Martin. Yeah, let's have a look at those decisions, which I questioned. But I must have missed so many things. Shall we turn the ball around? So yeah, this double five, where Martin didn't hit on the 2 point 4-1, yeah, all made sense, good decisions. 3-6, good stuff, easy take. Forgive me for going a little bit fast, and then it got... So what with this double 5? Hitting loose, okay, not making the deuce. Double 1. Maybe all obvious, but just good to talk it all through. And then, did I get all this stuff right? Then coming out, of course not. It's good. Not redoubling. Not redoubling. And then I missed this. This was the one where I didn't see the things like 6-2 and 5-2, and it was in fact a pass. So that's annoying, but I kind of saw afterwards that I'd missed some equity. Not that I knew it was a redouble, not that I knew it was a pass, but I saw that something was up, and then I shouldn't have cleared. And obviously this is going to be a redouble pass. A very clear pass as well. So I still don't know what's going on here, apart from having 3 checkers off, and the fact that I guess like what I'm not seeing is that he can't hit me, and that when I hit him, having the 4-point board as opposed to the 3-point board is such a strength. I mean, if anyone wants to give me some clues. 1-6, I could have hit on the 2-point, but I hate it. Double 6. Should he not have cubed this? Good thing. Borderline. Then it was in fact weak. I kind of sensed that, but didn't fully get my finger on it. Then making the 23-point is perfectly reasonable. Double 3 is humongous. I should have played 13, 10, 6-5. I didn't see that. It's just a bit of an oversight. Not cubing. Let's just see how big an error. Huge blunders to cube here, because his... Don't know, you guys won't be able to see the cube information window, but I was pretty close that his dead cube take point is 27, but on the live cube take point, which takes into account all his recubes, it goes way down. And then I missed the making the 6 prime. And then this was a small recube. Okay, that I'm happy with, because I kind of saw that it could be. Then we went to 4-0 up. So decision's good. The only thing I got right, but randomly, was the recube after having been hit, which I was really struggling with, as you could see. Then it question marks this 2-1. I don't know why it does that. It's something to do with not seeing the corner of the board, or there being close plays. Actually, maybe it's just the closeness of the plays. It hasn't analysed this yet. So 4-1. It's going to take time. Let's go back to... Yeah, even this 5-6, actually, I didn't notice that even though you duplicate the numbers by coming out to the 14 point, it's wrong. And you just have to stay on the 20 to try and obtain the advanced anchor. So, yeah, I also thought, did we look at this? This is also a closed cube. So, borderline read-up, borderline doubles here and here, and then a small no double, which Martin cubed. I guess he liked the fact that he had hit and got his checker round to the 11 point. Why am I going forward when I wanted to look at these decisions here? For example, here, Yeah. So 71.9, so quite high winning chances, but because his take point is going to be like 22%, you have to get way closer to your winning chances, which will make his take point close to 22, or make his winning chances close to 22, or whatever is going to be close enough to his point of last take. 5-3, okay, we don't care about stuff like that. Then this, just technical, nice 5-2, I think, just makes sense, and then cubing, and easy take, like live cube take point, whatever Rudy says it was. So we went to 5-2. Yeah, making the 18 twice was good. My double 5, I kind of rushed it. I think it's a little bit awkward to make the 11, even though it blocks 6s, because you then have to clear it. But I don't want to look at that for the moment. Then I rolled just easy stuff. That was forced. And I think this was an obvious take. An obvious take. What, should I be taking the man off with the 1? I don't think so. Why is my brain so foggy? So with this double 1, I think maybe I should just not take the man off the 1 point, because if I get hit, I don't want him to pick up a second man. But I mean, it's obviously going to be close, because it's so unlikely that he actually hits the shot, gets the shot, and then hits it. So, I mean, it's all 4-ply is going to be maybe a little bit inaccurate, but I must have absolutely butchered the last game. Okay, so this one I kind of said nonchalantly that, yeah, you make the 18, but I was prepared to note whether or not that's in fact right, and often it's just better to stay on the 20. It's easier to clear the 20 than to clear the 18, because as far as I see it, when you're on the 18 and you go, you leave them good 6s and 1s. Obviously when you're on the 20 you leave them 3s and 1s, but 6s and 1s is actually more shots, because you get all the extras. When you roll a 6, you can roll a 4-2 and a 5-1. There aren't that many extras with the 3-1, the combinations that add up to 3-1. And then I just made a run for it. Then he won the race. But yeah, Martin played really well. I mean, apart from the double 5 and the pass, I had a suspicion he was going to pass that cube. What are we looking at here? So 4-2, all of that's going to be fine. Then I want to know whether or not it can be right to play 8-4 here with the 4, because to me, he doesn't want me to anchor. I don't think I would play it, but I just want to see what the computer thinks about it. And then still looking at this, I don't know what's right, but obviously there's a strong likelihood that it's wrong to make the 4 point. Because even if you hit with a 2, like, what are you going to do with the 4 play 8-4? That's not a good use of a 4. So I was completely foxed by this one. Completely foxed. I was Lawrence the Fox. Yeah, I mean, it just looks right. It looks right. You make the anchor, there you go, and then you stay. And you accept that you've got shitty timing, and then when I roll a 2-6, I can't stay there anymore. Because he's just made the 9 point to made a 5 prime. So we will see that not making the 6 prime is going to be quite a big blunder. What's it? Still looking over the interesting, you shouldn't have cleared. How can that be wrong to clear the 13 there? He's behind in the race. And how can it be that bad to play 7-6-7-5? Oops, I wanted to see how big the pass is at this score. I think it's a very big pass. 0.3, yeah. You need so much more than normal money take point. The one you said hit and 13.9. Which one is that? The okay, we got to this, the 6-4. So playing 8-4 is, according to the computer, is bad. I mean, I'm starting not to think that it doesn't really get everything right, certainly on 4 blind. And then this 4-2, how bad is it? It is bad not to hit. 23, 4%. Wow. Surely that's got to be okay to hit. And then I had some tricky ones whether or not I should have made the... Maybe I should, I think I should just play 24-15 here. Should I not? Oh, I did. Okay, that I was fine with. That I was fine with, the 4-2, and then... Did I miss something here? The 6-3. I mean, I don't think I can play 24-15 here. It's just too big. That's what I really want to do. Ah, but it's right. It's really tough. That's really tough. I saw that. Yeah, that's where the checkers need to go. Okay, so this is all okay. Where did we get to here? Ah, okay. I tend to play better just under time pressure. Apart from the 6-2, no, the 6-2 is good. I think it would have. Any question marks here? Any unanalyzed plays in this game? No, so the only thing was wrong was the 6-3, which foxed me, and the 4-2. But, you know, like for example, I got all the, I'm pretty pleased with that, I have to say, like, these plays coming out, of course, I can't remember what I played here. Yeah, I could have come up, but making the point was good. I think that was the only one where I had a decision, really. Ah, the 4-2 where I made the 4 point in this game, and you would have what? You would have, that's not the 4-2 we're talking about. Where are we? No, you're not talking about that, Reese. You're not talking about that. But I still missed the redouble. Yeah. I got a lot of decisions right. I missed the 6 prime, that's just an oversight. I thought that this might have been a take. Ah, it reverses here. It thinks it's not a redouble on plus plus. That's interesting. The problem is the chat is delayed, so every time Martin's PR is coming down. That's amazing. It's beautiful. Mine's going to shoot up when it sees the 6-5. It's going to shoot up enormously. I mean, they all count. All the errors count, whether it's an oversight. Ah, the one that I flagged. This one. No. You must be talking about DMP. You would have hit and brought one down. Ah, right. With you. Yeah, I just don't see it. I mean, I do and I don't. I do and I don't. I'm just glued to the screen to see how big 2 is going to get when it comes up against the 0.4 blunder or whatever. It shouldn't get above 4. These things shouldn't matter, but they do. This is not what backgammon is about. It's not about PR, it's about decisions. And but Martin's 3.8 coming down to a 3. Oh, no, it's going to go up to maybe 3.9. I'm going to go for 3.97. Is my bet. It's going to go up to 3.9. It's going to go up to 4.24. How big a blunder was it? Wow. How big a blunder? That's 6. %20 winning chances. Well. All right. Let me just see if there's anything else. But yeah, the recap is the recap is this cube decision was difficult. I didn't see that I had 5-2 and 6-2 to come out and make the full prime. But then, which I won't do now, I wonder what my winning chances are if I roll something that just makes the prime and doesn't come out like a 2-1. Maybe I'm underestimating my winning chances there, and I don't want to know that I am, so I'm not going to put it on the board now. And then this one, the 4-point board against the 3-point board, I need to commit this to memory. Wonder what you have if you don't have checkers off, but you have like a pip lead. So it's a similar sort of pip lead that you have here. Of course, we're adjusting for his wastage. So yeah, just taking a look at the board, trying to digest this. 1 in the air. Still trying to work out the consequences of being able to come in and hit, and then of course him being able to hit back. But 18%, he's only got 18%. Yeah, again, like this is weak. He's open 4, 5 and 6 point every time. You can come in and roll double 4, double 5, double 6. And then he's behind the prime as well, which I think has a bearing on his low winning chances. And good use of, got a bit confused here, but didn't recube, which is good. Then we had nothing of interest there. That's a small thing. We handled the cube very well here, so we're happy with how we digested and understood the game here. This double 5 we didn't take too long, so we're happy to make that mistake because we didn't even think about it. And then we didn't really have any decisions. We spotted that it was probably a cube because of the bad entering numbers. Hey Ian. Ian Aguiar says hi. Nice to see you. I hope I'm pronouncing your name okay. Aguiar. And then yeah, that was it. So it's a really well played game actually. I think by me. I have to give myself credit because it's too easy just to beat yourself up. And you know, even here with no time, I think it was a bit of a. It was like one of those online games where it just seems like it's just going to swing enormously. But there are no Joker signs here. And hi James McNaughton. And that was pretty much it. So I'm going to be doing like these things privately where people will play against me in a group of maximum 5. So if you want to join, they're going to be on Mondays at 6 p.m. The first one today is full. The second has got a few people already. So yeah, just send me a message on Facebook. Let me know. All right, guys. Thank you for watching.